flight commander out of Foxtrot Flight.
Cadet Isaacs, you will be the flight commander for this GOP.
Actually, get Selfridge. You're the flight commander.
Selfridge.
Okay, there you go.
Your flight is stuck behind enemy lines with the enemy quickly approaching. There's not enough time to escape, so the alternative course of action is to establish a fortification and prevent capture of any of the members of your flight at all costs. The enemy has the capability to listen for any signs of your flight within the danger zone that you are currently in. In order to prevent being caught, only the GOP leader, Cadet Selfridge, will be able to speak. The GOP leader speaking will be limited to only speaking for 1 consistent minute, followed by 3 minutes of no communication. If the flight breaks this time restriction, the enemy has the ability to find and eliminate the members of the flight that break it. The cycle of talking will continue until the flight is safe, captured, or dead. The only resource available to your flight to create a shelter is this collapsible fortress. It must be constructed as shown in the picture that Cadet Selfridge has, and all necessary pieces must be in place and secured. Your flight will now have 8 minutes to fully construct this fortress while the enemy is in hot pursuit.
I don't like to talk to you.
1 minute followed by no minutes of communication. Maybe another 1 minute.
Alright, so it looks like here, up and down. So you're pretty stable for him. 6 feet. What are we going to start?
Cadet Selfridge. 3 minutes of no talking. Your flight has 3 minutes to make it to the secure zone with the members of your flight and equipment. The GLP leader and deputy leader have been killed, so we need to assign a new leader.
He said he was deputy too.
All types in. Hold all those out. We got 10 seconds left, so we're gonna get everything packed up. Stack over there. We'll do the clock. Okay, I'm out.
Good job, Foxtrot Flight. Other than the 7 people that died, that was a good job. Actually, I didn't expect you to not put on the rain cover. That was really good of analyzing the picture and making sure you just use the items that you needed. Other than that, everyone's free to speak. What went well, what didn't go well?
Other than the fact that 7 people died.
We completed the mission.
Yeah, not what you say.
What were some of the reasons people died?
Beller.
I was asking my time hack if I had 15 seconds left, but that first guy decided to kill me anyways.
Were you supposed to be talking at the time,
I
though?
was the commander at the time.
Were you allowed
Were
to
you
talk?
supposed to be talking at the time though, or no?
Yes.
You were?
You were not supposed to.
Who else died? Owen? Or no? Well,
can talk now.
someone good died.
Well, the reason that I saw most people dying was, I mean, they were talking when they shouldn't have. But I mean, the reason that the very beginning when people died was the fact that our time hack was different from the time hack we'd been assigned by.
I'd like to say that I don't want to start quibbling or anything. But there's a physical impossibility with time that if we start after you do, that we should be before you.
If you have to say, I don't want to start quibbling, just don't say it at all.
I think there was a misunderstanding where it's 1 minute of talking and then the next 3 minutes were no talking. Where I think you were thinking that after 3 minutes you could start talking again, but you were including the first minute of the talking. So by my watch, it would have been 4 minutes that you could have started talking.
At field training, you go with the official time hack. You don't try to impose your will on the FTO that's grading you.
That was good attention to detail, though, in not putting that piece in the tent. Really, what we wanted to take from this was communication, even under strict requirements, and also attention to detail on the fact that even though you're given a lot of resources, you don't always have to use those. So, are there any questions?
So it sounds like there's some confusion over the time hack. Don't be afraid to use some of your talking time to ask a clarification question. You know, does it start at our 3 minute? That's when we can talk, or is it after the 3 minutes, or is it 1 minute and then 3? You know, make sure you clear that up because, as you know, as you saw, that can be confusing, and you'll see it at field training, and you'll hear it, and you'll be like, "Yeah, I think I got it, but I'm not really sure." And if you don't ask the questions, then they're going to assume you got it, and then you're going to cause mistakes that could have been avoided just by asking a question. So sometimes they won't answer the question, but you don't know unless you try. So.
Fight, you only have 1 minute to get over the next GFB.
Before we go, we can run. One thing that I noticed was a lot of people died because no one knew who was the next person up. We weren't assigning deputies. First thing, you guys all know the first person you do in the GOP, deputy and time hack. So that would have saved a lot of trouble.